Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at whether you should be picking up the green Ultra Instinct Goku with your red coins. Now, Tech Ultra Instinct Goku, the LR, has been back a few times already, but what's very interesting, obviously I think this time, it's the first time after the 10th anniversary. And I think for me, the big interesting question about him is he still really good? And I think overall, I still think he's very, very solid. So obviously, as always, with like any kind of red coin unit, I try to say only really pick up LR units with them if possible. Goku, what makes him so interesting is that he is essentially 170% lead with 200% coverage for most members of the current best universal survival team. He himself has some really cool abilities that are almost unique to him. So he has, firstly, the big one, his nullification of guaranteed hit abilities, which is huge. So his nullification of guaranteed hit abilities is very big. It's the only current existing ability that does that in the game. It's the only thing that, in the game right now can nullify guaranteed hit. It's super powerful when you're using evasion units, and there's a lot of specific events right now that do have guaranteed hits. There's quite a few red zones, there's a few Supreme Magnificent Battles. It's a skill that is very useful, and the team he's on, or the teams he's on, can make very big use of it. For example, he works perfectly on USS right now. He fills in a ton of gaps on USS. He helps out that team tremendously. He works amazingly with the new Strength Vegeta, works amazingly with the new Int Frieza, works amazingly with the new, with the Easy 8 in Vegeta, the Strength Vegeta. He works very well, in Goku Frieza. His big thing is he as defensively sound? Now, obviously, the change in content is always a big deal for a lot of units. For this guy, it's no different. He has moments where it doesn't really work out for him. There are moments where it's not going to work out so well for him. His defense is very dependent on evasion, at all times now. Before, it was if he got hit by a normal, he'd be okay in most situations, or take a little bit of damage. It has changed now, and because of the length of some events, the timing of his active skill becomes a lot more crucial. You have to hold on to it, use it at just the right time to really maximize his performance, but also the rest of the team's performance. So I would say it's definitely more difficult using him. If you're someone who wants to run USS, and you really, really, really want to run USS at a super high level, I think he's still very, very solid for that team. I think he's still a huge presence on that team. He's still a very interesting option. His, domain makes him useful in a ton of situations. So if you were to get him with coins, I don't think it's a huge problem. I still think he's definitely a unit that's usable. There's tons of support. There's the 220% lead now. So I think he is still someone I could suggest getting. I just think his performance is more difficult now than before.